Did you know for like $4 you can get an entire baguette from Panera?
An entire baguette. Like
an entire baguette?
Like 2 foot long. My goodness.
And it's fun because they have the little marks where they just like will snap it off to give you your side.
That's satisfying.
And so then what I like to do
is right, put a hole in it so that you can stick. I'm sorry. Yep, you rip it apart from the I gotta say that's pretty solid.
Perfectly dry, as all bread should be.
I mean, baguettes are meant to be eaten with like soup and stuff. You know what I mean? They're not just like meant to be eaten straight up.
Whenever I do my writing days, I'll go to Panera. I'll get the baguette. I'll get a large drink so I can refill it if I want more. Because I'm usually just drinking Dr. Pepper there. And then I'll just keep grabbing butter from that complimentary butter tub that's on the counter.
I'm sorry. What?
There's just a tub that you can just grab butter from up at the food counter.
It comes in like little packets?
Yeah, I'm not just like hand scooping out a lump of butter.
Okay. Well, that's kind of what I pictured whenever you said that there was complimentary butter, that you just like were grabbing complimentary butter. I thought it was like there's like a stick of butter or something just like sit down like on the counter.
What do you think this is? Thomas Jefferson's block of cheese?
Excuse me?
More on that joke after this. Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And
I'm sorry. Okay, absolutely not. Because not only is my pastor started listening to this, he thought it'd be funny to show some of my youth students, including his daughter, the show last week.
All right.
Be like, oh, do you guys recognize this voice? While we were talking about the banana spider.
Right. Restart. And I had to go read Matthew 27 real quick. I don't know what Matthew 27 is.
But let's even see if there is a Matthew 27.
Hold on, I can do this. I had to read Noah 17. It was
Okay, you were closer with Matthew 27 because there is a Matthew 27.
Oh, good.
And I need to ask you if you're okay.
What
like
is
mentally? Because the first subheading in Matthew 27 is Judas hangs himself.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're not seeing yourself as a Judas-like figure, are you?
No.
So the block of cheese joke on the West Wing, they had what they called Block of Cheese Day, that the Chief of Staff Leo McGarry based off the idea that Thomas Jefferson in the lobby of the White House once put a 10-ton block of cheese, so that anyone who wanted some could come in and get some cheese and talk about politics with and it was supposed to be about how open the White House was and everything. And so that day, the senior staff would meet with lower level people who they typically wouldn't get meetings with. Scientists who thought they saw a UFO, people who talked about how maps were unequally made and it was causing racism, and which is a true fact, because it made Greenland and other European countries seem bigger than South America and Africa, which are full continents. and things like that. But like that's what it's a reference to, and they took some liberties with it, but it's a West Wing reference, and I can see you actively falling deeper into sleep as I talk about it, which is kind of rude to Aaron Sorkin, because The West Wing is an incredible show.
I don't even know who Aaron Sorkin is.
Writer and creator of The West Wing.
My food's here. Give me a second.
You want to look less like a cartoon dad getting fed by his wife after coming home from a long day of work? You literally went, oh boy.
Yeah, here. That's really interesting, man. The whole block of cheese thing. I was enraptured by that entire story. And that is where blue cheese was invented. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been our podcast, and we're never recording again.
Not where blue cheese was invented. It was cheddar cheese.
It was what?
Cheddar.
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 Like that's where cheddar was invented?
That's not. First of all, it wasn't invented. I hate everything about you.
I know. Isn't it great?
What's on your menu today? What you eating?
Ramen.
Ooh.
I'm making the Asian gods, I'm sure, very angry because Mia very lovingly put a slice of American cheese on top. To be fair, this is a like a creamy cheese flavored ramen or something like that. So I have been putting in a slice of American cheese on top. So it's not like she just went ahead and like, hey, I'm gonna do something new. Let's try a slice of cheese.
I bet there is a ramen house in Asia that does do like American ramen and like put a slice of cheese in there.
It's possible. It's very possible. It's really good. Like I actually like it's a spicier ramen. Not like the really spicy ramens that Mia likes to eat, but it is a little bit spicy. And so having the cheese in there is like a little tasty treat.
Would you say Mia has a higher spice tolerance than you?
A billion times, yeah.
Okay. My wife. And
I'm
gonna say that with the full strength and power behind it. I know she's listening. Probably not right now in the room, but she's listening to this recording. Bullied me last night because her spice tolerance is higher than me. Because she went and bought chips, and she bought Voodoo Doritos, I think it is, or just Voodoo chips or something like that. I was like, can you just once buy a chip that I like? That's what I said. A chip that I like. And she goes, could you maybe handle spice a little bit better?
Very spicy on them. Very spicy.
Why do we got to bring it to that? Like I can handle spice to a degree.
Can you?
I don't know. Jalapenos are spicy for me, especially pickled.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can handle much at all. I can handle like when Javier, my brother-in-law, makes like authentic enchiladas. They're pretty dang spicy. I can handle them, right? But like I get a bloody nose every time I try to eat them. You know, like it's a pros and cons thing here. Like I'll eat them and I'll handle them, but I'll still bleed profusely from my nose.
I'm not one to not be able to. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's the white lens of spice. Because like when I was a kid, my mom would make, like when we got sick, she would make a spicy chicken cacciatore is what we called it. Whether or not it's actually a chicken cacciatore, I don't care. But it was like the spiciest chicken food, and what it was meant to do was make your sinuses clear up and like get your nose running, help you sweat out your sickness, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can handle that. Like I like that a lot. And then I eat a jalapeno, and it's just
when I was in college, one of our friends had a little pepper plant, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna look so cool. I'll eat a pepper off the pepper plant. And they're like really spicy. I don't think you should eat one. I was like, I'll be fine. I'll do it. I'll be good. I ate it and cried about it for the next like 30 minutes because it was literally like not even an inch long. And
it was a tiny pepper.
It was a tiny pepper, and I was dying. And it was a pepper that they had grown themselves too. Like it was like a little window plant. And I was like, please, please, please get me some milk or something. Like I'm dying here. My mouth hurts so bad. I did the triple atomic challenge, and I don't even think it was as spicy as those little peppers.
In like 2021, 2022, my friends and I had this tradition where we would go out to Buffalo Wild Wings every Thursday because they had buy one, get one free boneless wings.
Right.
And we would always like rotate who bought the blazing wings for the group. Now, Buffalo Wild Wings, you can get multiple sauces in one order, but you have to do 5 per order.
Okay.
Like 5 per sauce, basically. So there's 4 of us going out, but we'd have 5 blazing wings, and we would rotate who got the extra one as well as who would like order the blazing wings and everything. And I remember getting them. It was my week to get 2. And here's the thing about blazing, like the blazing wings sauce. It's not tasty. It's just supposed to be hot and painful and like as chemically activated spice as possible. Because I say that because the hot ones last dab I've had, and it wasn't as spicy. Like it wasn't as painful, I should say, because it was like, oh, that's actually just like a good flavor. Like I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But the blazing one, the first time I ever had it, I threw up.
Lovely.
So this was a trick to make us increase our spice tolerance. That's why we were doing this each week.
Right.
Like we would eat the blazing wing and then see how long we could go without needing to drink water.
Yeah.
We started with 5 minutes and then eventually made our way to 15 minutes. And basically all of us are like, I don't think I need water anymore. Like, I think I'm good with this. The first time we did it, though, just 4 white boys in the middle of Buffalo Wild Wings dying.
Yeah.
And the waitress comes over and she's like, you guys good? You need anything? And we were like, one of my friends, just like tears running down his face, just looks at her and goes, milk. And you know, like normal places, they'll bring you over like a cup of milk and everything like that. Well, I guess they don't serve a lot of milk at Buffalo Wild Wings, so to mitigate that, they have like kids cups of milk, like bottles.
Yeah.
And I know it's kids bottles because it like had those weird funky caps on it. And so we're just like cutting open a bottle, basically trying to get into it, and it's not working. Like we can't get the cap off to get this milk. And we didn't even make it 5 minutes before we had to drink. It was so honestly disappointing in ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine. I'm disappointed in you too.
Thank you. And you know, I thought that made me better at spice. And then I don't know what happened. I ate a wing a few weeks ago. Not a blazing wing, but like a spicier. But it was when we went to Caliente's and I had their sauce, and it was the spiciest thing I've ever eaten, and it was a flavorful sauce. Like it was. I had to spit it out of my mouth. It was so hot, like I couldn't even swallow.
That's good. I think there should be no such thing as spice for spice's sake. You know what I mean? I think you should all have flavor. But I was thinking about like what it would be like to grow up in like India, for example, where a lot of their food is very commonly insanely spicy. Like even their mild stuff is super spicy to like American people.
Even the water's spicy.
So like
I know that's why you picked India.
Maybe. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting to see. Like, I wonder if I got my kids into insanely spicy food and just made them suffer through it, like if they would come out superheroes in like their adulthood.
I think it depends on your kids, because like my friend Courtney, she has a young daughter who's maybe she's almost 2, and she was telling me last week this kid will eat anything if she's one of those babies.
Yeah.
Which is a great departure from her older daughter that will only eat buttered noodles and chicken nuggets. But her younger daughter, I forget what. Oh, she ordered Blaze Pizza, I think it was.
I love.
And got the wrong garlic, and so it was like the clove of garlic and not like the minced garlic on there.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter seemed like she wanted it, so she gave her one to see if like she would like it and everything. She took a bite out of it and then put the whole thing in her mouth. And so she just kept giving her more until she had eaten the equivalent of a whole head of garlic.
Jeez.
And they ran out. And she was fully unbothered by it. This child.
I am against child exploitation, but maybe this is our first garlic kid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, we need to have this kid on the podcast.
She can only say like 4 words.
So
I don't think she'll be a great guest.
No, I disagree. I think we would expand our fan base exponentially by exploiting a child on here.
I don't even want to engage in this bit.
Yeah, me either. I don't know why I started it. I hate my.
It was funny though because she took her my friend took her kids the next day to go see their grandmother, and she smelled her and she's like, "Why does she smell like garlic?"
It's seeping through her skin.
It was seeping out of her pores.
I imagine that's what I smell like.
Garlic?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of nose blind, I think, to my own musk. Why are you just staring at me?
I don't know. There was something I wanted to discuss, but I can't remember what it was now.
That's wild, buddy. Hey, I finished book 5 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Now, any word on when book 6 is coming out?
I have it already.
Okay.
I think book 6 is the one I have, and then book 7. It's already the reason the books are coming out like again essentially is he was originally self-published. So the first several books he put out were his own, like he just self-published and all that. And then he got picked up by a book company, like a publishing company, and they are like essentially republishing his books. And so they're getting all these brand spanking new covers that are really, really fancy for hardback. Fancy for hardbacks. So that's what's happening. Is like book 7's already out. I think even book 8 might be out. But they are not out in this version, and I want them all to be the same. So, I don't know when book 7 is going to be out for the new copies, the new covers.
Oh, that's not it. Oh no,
this is the next one, The Eye of the Bedlam Bride, and I don't know what that's going to be at all.
I'm so glad you brought up self-publishing, because it reminded me of this other thing that I wanted to tell you about.
Okay.
Do you know who Quan Mills is?
Can't say that I do.
This is what I believe he's self-published. I don't know. It'd be fantastic if he wasn't, because these books are just wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through a few of them. We got My Baby Mama is a Loser.
Okay.
The Coldest Thug Ever. I think that's one of his. My Psycho Baby Daddy.
Nice.
This hoe got roaches in her crib.
Okay.
This hoe eats chitlins. Pregnant by my dope boy named Dracula. Pregnant by my sister's husband. Old Thought Next Door.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Pregnant by my granddaddy's boyfriend.
Well, I think I found my new series.
It's just the funniest book titles. Pregnant by a hood werewolf from 63rd Street. Like they're just it's great. I don't know if the books are good.
Yeah,
I don't read.
What if the best thing that this author could do is name the books this, right? And then have nothing to do with anything. Like anything like that. It's literally just like the history of aardvarks or something like that. You know, the evolutionary history of aardvarks.
That would be fantastic.
That's what I would do.
Quan Mills, you can find a lot of his books on Amazon. His little intro is dive into the crazy, intense, imaginative literary universe of Quan Mills, the prolific urban fiction author captivating readers since 2017 with salacious, controversial, and comedic thrilling stories. With a style uniquely ratchet and daring, his stories have taken social media by storm. Step into a realm where possibilities become possible and imagination knows no limits. Welcome to the madness and brilliance of Quan Mills.
Solid. You know what book that has been on my list, pretty high on my list, that I want to read next? I believe it's called Get in My Swamp. It's that Shrek romance book.
Get in My Swamp?
Yeah. I believe that's what it's called.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, that's it. An ogre love story. Get in My Swamp. Author, fairy. Oh. Followed by Stay in My Swamp, an ogre happily ever after.
When Leona stumbles upon Beck, the ogre's trap, and becomes his prisoner, she's determined to get away. But it doesn't take long for things to start heating up between the two. Beck is trying to protect her, and Leona can't help her own body's reaction to the buff green monster. The lines between captive and captor become blurry, and the passion becomes a raging fire neither of them can put out.
Sounds like a riveting book. And then Stay in My Swamp, an ogre happily ever after. Life in the swamp can't get any better for Leona and Beck. So we already know that they end up together. Thanks, spoilers. That's until Beck pops a big question. I wonder what that question could be that forces Leona to face some unfinished business. She heads back to LA, but Beck isn't too far behind. This time looking less like an ogre thanks to some help from Winston the Wizard. Will magic be enough for Beck to get Leona to stay in his swamp forever? The best-selling ogre love story continues here. Beck and Leona are back and spicier than ever, if that's even possible. Goodreads review. I'm doing it. I'm going to buy it right now.
You can buy both of them?
There's a bundle. There's a bundle for $25 so you can buy both.
See, I kind of like this like fantasy romance books and everything. And she's got a good. I'm sorry. This author GM Fairy has a good amount of books here.
Have you seen the Pounded by Produce? A veggie.
Yep, I just saw that one. A veggie love tale. There's Romanced by a Rat. What do you think that one's based on? The cover is a rat sitting on a chef's hat.
Ratatouille.
Yep.
Oh, they have a third one in the ogre love story. To Get in My Swamp. Spellbound Seduction, a wizard love story.
Ooh.
But apparently it's related to the Get in My Swamp. They have the Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Oh.
Can we say that?
Hard as Wood, a puppet love story.
Lovely. Oh, Bad Behavior, a
All
pollinator
of
love
it
story.
My AI, a robot Y choose love story.
Bound to the Wolf, a grim love story.
Oh my goodness. These are fantastic.
These are amazing. I love my AI, a robot. Why choose love story?
I read that one.
I think Mia would like these. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Mia isn't into weird books like this.
No, she read that one about throwing a potion at a werewolf and
Yeah, that one time I yeeted a potion at a werewolf and saved a
one
carousel.
time I yeeted a potion at a werewolf and I saved Christmas or whatever, right?
Yeah, that. Yeah. She's a big fan of those books. There's like 3 of them. No, there's like 4 of them. She's got one about dinosaurs, and I think it's great.
Update on Autumn's Pokemon journey.
Oh yeah.
She has started yelling at the game.
Oh, me too.
And getting mad. So I believe she's perfectly on course to become a Pokemon master.
Yeah, I think that it's a rite of passage, really.
She has not created a whole duck team as we first thought. It is just water types. That seems to be her.
Straight water types.
No, not all straight. She did pick Quaxley. Man, there was something like that I've been wanting to talk to you about on here, and I can't remember what it is.
You're never ending love for me.
We've discussed that. I'll take this written off in a second. Don't tempt me. She didn't hear it. It's fine.
She just comes in with a broom and
She
starts.
literally just appeared next to me. It's always taking my money. I'll tell you what. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I had to show her where my wallet was because she, quote, will continue to spend my money.
You know, what's yours is hers. What's hers is
All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
worth it.
If I get Dr. Pepper out of the exchange.
If you're spending my money, as long as you buy me,
If you're as long as you're spending my money, spend it on some Dr. Pepper too.
all right, I have a question for you.
Okay.
It's a video game based question, but it's a video game based question that I think you would know. I'm gonna give you just one quote because it's all I have prepared. I'm gonna give you one quote, and I need you to tell me which video game that it's from. Okay.
Okay.
The quote is, "It's a me, Mario."
Is that Gears of War 2?
Close, but no.
Is that one of the Metroid games?
Nope. Nope. But you're getting a little closer.
Is it 1987's Jumpman?
Not even that. That's like a million times farther away from the answer.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you like 2 more guesses.
Luigi's Mansion.
No, not it.
Mario 3?
Incorrect. It's actually Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah. In which you go and see one of the character's uncles, and his name is Mario, and he goes up to the character. It's a me, Mario. True story. True story. So, fail. You failed. You are the weakest link.
Oh, I finished my shelf.
Your shelf
My shelf.
looking good, buddy boy.
Behold my stuff.
All the Legos and ducks and Funkos and Legos.
Now, this isn't all of my ducks. I think we know that.
Yeah, correct.
Because I don't have a space for all of them yet.
Not yet.
They're actually still in boxes over on this side of the room.
The tree.
But what I did do, and I'm very proud of myself for this, we have themed cabinet, like
Shelves. Yeah.
So this top one here, Star Wars.
I see a little R2D2 there.
Yep.
Yep.
Down here, this is Mando and Grogu Funko
Nice.
Pops.
Yeah.
And I also have the Lego bust of Mando over here. And then this is Yoda's Starfighter.
Nice.
Reason it's there is the same species as Grogu, and it didn't fit up on the regular Lego shelf.
Fair enough.
Then this shelf is just like ceramic oddities that I have, and then there's a Marvel shelf down here that's not really full of anything except my knockoff Mjolnir Lego set and an Ultron statue that I have.
Cool.
This one here.
Turn in front of the window. Much better. Yeah.
This one here.
Yep.
Jeez, I look so fat.
It's okay. You should have seen me how I looked in your wedding pictures that Autumn sent us the other day.
The young Republican look or the SpongeBob?
I only saw the SpongeBob look.
We got the Stan Lee Funko here, flanked by the Infinity Gauntlets.
Yep.
Venom and Carnage with the Spider-Man pointing meme in front of it.
Nice.
And then this is the Ninja Turtle shelf here.
Nice.
Then underneath it is an Abraham figurine from The Walking Dead, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and a clear Halo Master Chief that is only on that shelf because it could not fit on the top with the rest of the other Funkos.
Two questions.
Yes.
Not that you can't own things that you, but have you played Halo or watched The Walking Dead?
I have watched most of The Walking Dead.
Okay.
I have technically played Halo.
Okay.
In middle school, we had what we called Halo nights at Josh's house.
Who didn't? You know, that was just like a staple for every middle school kid.
Which we would go over and for about 20 minutes play multiplayer Halo. And then since there was boy-girl parties, we eventually just started playing Truth or Dare.
Fair enough.
So that's that section. We got Garlic Boys sign.
Nice.
Flanked by a C-3PO cup and the C-3PO shampoo that I found at that auction house.
Yeah.
Again, those didn't go in the Star Wars shelf because I didn't have enough space in the Star Wars shelf.
Yeah.
This is Pokemon figurines and like statues and stuff, and Falcon Cap's helmet, popcorn bucket because I didn't have enough space for it, and I didn't have enough Pokemon to fill the shelf.
Yeah.
Boba Fett, Cobb Vanth, and Scout Trooper Lego books. This is a refill for a hand sanitizer dispenser.
Yeah.
I have yet to mount the dispenser.
Important shelf item. Question. I had a question. It's there somewhere. Did it have to do with the Pokemon statuettes? Gosh, diddly dang darn it. It was definitely there. Nope, lost it.
Okay. I also have the Wakanda Forever Happy Meal toys that I got lined up in front of the books here.
Nice.
This shelf is the Wolverine popcorn bucket from Deadpool and Wolverine.
My question was, stop talking. You're not important anymore. My question. I have a question. Hello. Are you gonna get the crypto popcorn bucket?
You mean the dog bowl?
No, it looks like crypto holding a little bag that's like the popcorn bag.
Maybe there are some good ones for Superman.
Yeah,
I kind of want the Daily Planet newspaper dispenser one.
Oh yeah,
I really like that one.
I just think. Oh wait, this one. Here we go. Let's share my screen. Share that one.
I've not seen that one. Like I said, I've only seen the dog bowls.
Yeah, I haven't
that
seen
one would be
dog
cute
bowl before, but like that's solid.
Yeah,
That's adorable.
it depends on which theater chain. Cinemark? Oh, then maybe.
Yeah, Cinemark sounds pretty great. You said there was a newspaper one?
Yeah, just put Superman movie popcorn bucket.
Oh, briefs.
Literally that one. All right. There it is.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, I think.
I like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
The one that I think I'm probably not going to be allowed to buy this one, but the one that I want from the summer movie season is the AMC Galactus head. And here's why I'm probably not going to be allowed to buy it.
It looks awesome. Why?
It is $80.
Oh my Lanta. Yeah, but like, come on. That's worth $80.
It's huge too. Like, I don't know if there's sizing information on any of these.
I'm trying to find 341 ounce Galactus popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
As opposed to the two next smallest size down, 130 ounce. This is literally double and then some. This is like double and a half the large popcorn bucket. That's
great,
an
right?
insane amount of popcorn and so worth it. Imagine putting this giant head, like, that just sounds so cool.
But like, the problem is, where would I put it?
You'll figure it out. You'll figure out a space, buddy.
Yeah.
Just like hang it up in the corner there, like right above everything.
Just hang it from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the popcorn buckets though. The theaters, that they knew what they were doing when they started cooking these up.
I think the popcorn buckets becoming. I know they're expensive and they're not. Not everybody can get them. Like me from a small town, I'd have to drive like 40 minutes to an hour to get any sort of cool popcorn buckets. But so they're not like insanely accessible, but like they're cool. And if you really want to go out of your way to get one, it's totally worth it, I think, to have a little cool decoration you can keep with you forever.
This one cost me $25, but I also got a drink with like a memorial cup with that, and a extra large popcorn.
Yeah.
And so like, it pretty much was what I was going to spend on snacks anyways.
Yeah. And
so I was like, why? And that's how they're getting us, because it's like, oh, well, then why not buy it?
Yeah, right. You're gonna spend this much anyway. Make the prices insanely outrageous so that the insanely outrageously priced popcorn bucket doesn't seem so outrageously overpriced.
Right. Like, go on, nerdy. We know you're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got the Wolverine bucket here, glow in the dark duck. This Funko Pop is actually Hawkeye from the Hawkeye series.
Nice.
But I felt he was the most close to Wolverine somehow.
Not even remotely, but yeah, fair enough.
And then this is a hand-drawn picture of Wolverine from X-Men Origins, just to complete that.
Where's Makari? Your favorite Funko Pop? Where's that?
Over in this section, I believe.
All right. I thought about we were going through Bell's. I know. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting again. We were going through Bell's, and I saw more of the Eternals Funkos, and I was like, should I just buy him these?
Just keep buying him all the Eternals.
At this point, I kind of have to. You can't just
keep
have
doing them
Makari.
all except for Fastos, who is the one I actually like.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll never actually get Fastos.
This one, these are the Muppet minifigures that I collected all throughout 2022.
I remember those TikToks. That was a ride.
This is a Flash shaker bottle for like working out at the gym stuff. So I've never used it. This is a Princess book building block set that Autumn got for me. Some more books and like small figures. So there's like some Funkos that are out of the boxes for Family Guy. Some Thor Love and Thunder figures, a Stitch, and then this is one of the dragons from How to Train Your Dragons. These are some tin figures from Disney and Harry Potter, and then that's my college laptop.
Cool beans, man. I'm glad you're getting a little more comfy.
I am starting to feel like this is my space, like not my house, but like I live here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a bunch of stuff on my desk here, but I don't feel like, well, actually I might be able to. No, it's Daily Bugle, Legos. Oh, the most important thing, my little fishing set. And then my flowers that she gave me for Christmas.
I just started recently going to my not like recently, but like relatively recently going to my new therapist, and she has a whole bucket on the table full of fidget toys. Can I help you? Please. And I know that's what they're there for. They're there for clients. But like I also feel weird taking one. You know what I mean? Like I see them and I'm like they haven't been offered to me, so I feel weird just like picking one up and start fidgeting with it. But like the whole time I'm like itching to fidget with the fidget toys. Dude, why do you exist?
I ask myself that question a lot.
Me too.
If I had to give an answer, I'd probably say spite.
Yeah, fair enough. I would say the only reason I exist is for other people. My buddy just got hired at the place that I work now.
Nice.
So now I have a new work buddy that's technically an old work buddy because I used to work with them before. So yeah, that's new. That's what's new in my life.
Talking for so little time.
It's not my fault, Connor. It's not my fault. I swear.
Wow. So speaking of jobs,
Yeah.
As you know, my job is off during the summer, my main job, and so I gotta find other things to do during the summer for work.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it's been a little bit of a struggle to find a job that will let you only work for 10 weeks out of the year and be cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why. I mean, everyone needs people, but like I'm not good enough. Whatever. I'm not salty. But what I've been doing in the meantime is just like Uber delivering.
Yeah.
And it's easier if you have two people.
Yeah.
At least to me. Because like I don't have to then turn off the car. Somebody's holding the food while I'm driving. Someone can like look at my phone to tell me where to go or like to accept an order that comes in while I'm driving. And it just makes it a little less stressful. Well, Autumn unfortunately was able to find another job over the summer because she and I started working together late last year. But so I couldn't go Ubering with her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find someone who was willing to sit in a car all day, able to stand being with me all day, and also had the time to sit and be in a car with me all day.
Right.
So for the last 2 days, my mom and I have been out Ubering together.
I kind of figured it was going to be your mom.
Because she's not doing anything.
Yeah, what else is she doing?
My mom's disabled. She can't work. But what she can do is sit in a car and talk to me and like hand me the food and like take the food and everything and like kind of be helpful. Like not kind of, she is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And she's actually done a lot more than really
a lot more than Autumn does.
No. Not even close. Not even what I was saying remotely. A lot more than she needed to do.
Yeah.
Especially on Tuesday when we went out, because we went and picked up you can Uber Walmart groceries.
Yeah.
And the way Walmart does it is like to make it kind of worth your while, I guess, is they'll give you like 2 to 3 orders per like pickup.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting this food. It's raining while we're packing the car. By the time I get to the first house, it's done raining. But it's also 86 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's soup. And this house is on a hill. And so to get up it, I have to walk up, I believe it was 12 stairs to get to the door. And I had to take 2 trips. And I was struggling to get the rest of the groceries for the trip. So I had my mom get out and like just basically I was like load up my hands so I don't have to do this again. Because I had to take my inhaler. That's how soupy the air was.
Oh my goodness.
Well, as I was, we go to the second house. It's not as bad. Like there's less groceries and everything. But it's still getting hotter. This house only has like 7 or 8 steps, but it's still like steps. We get to the third house. It's now peak after rain heat. Soupy as all get out. I'm drenched in sweat.
Mm-hmm.
We get to this house, and there are 27 steps.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I get why you guys got these delivered. But did you have to order a case of water?
Oh my gosh.
As well as all these groceries? And it took me 3 trips. I could not feel my calves afterwards. I had to hit my inhaler again, which you're not supposed to do it more than once in 4 hours. Like,
yeah.
And it wasn't until I was halfway up the steps on the last trip that someone opened the door and was like, "Oh, do you need some help?"
Thanks, pal.
I get this is part of my, like, this is my job and this is what I'm supposed to do. You saw me. You knew I was here.
I've been I don't want to say that they are. I don't want to say anything negative about these people. I get it. Sometimes Uber whatever delivery for groceries and stuff. It's pretty useful, especially if you are, if you're disabled or if you just don't want to climb 27 stairs and make somebody else do it. I don't know. But I've noticed in my job so much just pure entitlement, like just, and I don't even know if it's intentional, right? But it's just like ingrained in these human beings. And but it's like going in, like unlocking an area and then just like leaving it open, leaving it completely unlocked, or like turning on all of the lights or unlocking all of the doors and then just like, all right, I'm done, bye, and just like peacing out. Like it takes 20 seconds to shut off lights. It takes 20 seconds to lock your door, like to your office. Like I know that there's no other people here. So like, why lock your door to your office? I guess, but at the same time, they do it during the school, the year too. So it doesn't really, like, there's no real difference. Like, just lock your stuff. Like, just, it takes 20 extra seconds to.
It's not even just like it doesn't take that much time. You're an adult.
Yeah.
Lock the door. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Do it.
Yeah. Just baffles. Like who goes into a space, turns on all the lights, and then it's like, all right, peace out.
You should always leave a space the way you found it.
Agreed. You know what? You should always leave a space better than you found it. Is
hey,
my philosophy.
What do you do? Go to national parks?
Actually, I get those for free.
I'm sorry?
If you have a disability and ADHD is classified as a disability, you can get national parks for free. No, some national parks, not all national parks, but a lot of them. Have
you engaged in this practice yet?
No, because all the national parks are really far away.
You heard it here first, folks. Matt hates nature and thinks that we're not doing enough to spur on global warming.
Nature can suck my big ingrown toe.
The whole toe is ingrown?
The whole thing, every single
Not
piece.
just the toenail, the whole toe is ingrown.
The whole toe.
What's it grown in?
Right into my sock. I actually haven't been able to remove my sock for 4 months. Why are you frozen? You're not. But why are you acting like it?
Because I said and then just
right. hilarious.
I know, right? I don't think I get enough credit for how funny I am. And honestly, that's on you.
Is it really?
Well, I mean, you could praise me more.
I mean, maybe our numbers are reflective of how.
You know, that's us as a group.
Is it?
I'm talking about your personal praise of my skills and hilariousness, and it could be better.
You could also stop being a word I can't say because your pastor listens.
Not even Matt's pastor, and he still doesn't want to disappoint him. You want to unpack that issue?
Church trauma.
Remember, God didn't hurt you; the church did.
Remember, God doesn't kill people; people kill people.
Guns don't kill God.
Guns don't kill God. God kills God.
People don't kill guns. Guns kill people. Wait. This message has been brought to you by the NRA. I think we should both go to sleep.
I need it so badly. I'm gonna sleep until 6 o'clock.
All right, do the outro.
Thank you for listening to the Garlic Boys.
I'm done. You're done.
Thank you for listening to the Garlic Boys podcast, Princess.
Thank you so much for listening to the Garlic Boys.
If you like the show, please leave a review. And
If you want to be a good widow kitten, you can go and sub to our Patreon.
oh, a Patreon, huh?
Do you know how little you have to pay to support us?
I would venture to say at least $3 a month.
It is just $3 a month.
I'm losing it.
You can also watch video versions of the podcast over on youtube.com. I'm getting French, aren't I? There are video versions of the podcast over on YouTube. And then
kill your mother. I'm going
and
to
then look at our Redbubble store, if you dare.
There's some pretty neat stuff on there. Pretty neat stuff.
Pretty cool. Is that everything?
Did we say YouTube?
Yeah, in social medias, we got those.
We got social medias. Hey, we got social medias.
This guy got social media over here.
We got,
You telling me this media is social?
you telling me that we got more than one social media? We got TikTok.
Big Shot over here got TikTok, huh?
We got TikTok, and we got a Facebook. We got Facebook.
I'll say it's your Facebook.
Do we have Facebook still? I don't know. We got Instagram.
Oh,
I don't know what else we have.
we got a Threads.
We got I mean, that's just Instagram, but a separate app now for some
It's
reason.
like Instagram. But if it was Twitter. You have a supplementary mom report for this week?
My Uncle Tony, he basically raised me like my mother, so
Try saying mother again.
my mother. I don't have an Uncle Tony.
I'm an Uncle Tony.
Ooh. Say uncle.
What?
Do you have a supplementary mom report?
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
She's the most Italian I could think of because of her character and my cousin Vinny.
I love that movie.
Such a good movie.
Good one. It's a good one.
Shout out to women. That's truly what this segment has become. Is like, what woman are we shouting out this week? It doesn't have to be a mom. Ally. Any final thoughts?
It's me, the Gabagool monster. No, I don't have any final thoughts, please.
Awesome.
Please
Thank God. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, as always, to
Put me out of my misery.
Stay garlicky.
Yeah. Stay garlic. I seriously want you to shoot me in the face. Please.